1998 Honda Accord with the 3-liter V6. I don't know that that's going to matter, but today we're going to be replacing the passenger's rear wheel bearing. Let's get to it. First step, let's go ahead and remove this wheel, held in with 5 19mm lug nuts. Our next step is going to be to remove the caliper. I think those are 14mm. Yep, 14mm. Oh, so close. Definitely not how that's supposed to come off, but sometimes the car just does what the car wants to do. Next, get ourselves a flathead screwdriver. Try to start working our way. So get this hub cover off. Looking good. That's what I was looking for. Fine, we'll start on this side. There we go. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the axle nut. This is a 32 millimeter. And technically, this isn't an axle. What would you call this? A hub nut? Anyway, 32 millimeter. And your old wheel bearing will slide right off. I don't know if this is going to pop up on camera, but you could hear it. And that's with no weight on it. It just sounds really grimy in there. And it might have just built up a bunch of rust, honestly, because that's what it's looking like from right here. Almost seems like the rear seal didn't do its job and it allowed moisture in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up with some brake clean, give it a rub down. Get that nice and clean. Be careful of your wheel speed sensor right here. Make sure you don't break this or else you will have to replace that wheel speed sensor. And for our replacement part today, we're going to be using the DriveWorks November Tango 512179 hub bearing assembly. Got our new part ready. Now, there's a lot of controversy about this next part, and that is whether or not you're supposed to put some lubrication, some axle grease, whatever you want to call it, on this spindle. If you want to, go ahead. I don't really think it's going to change anything as long as you don't get any on your threads, obviously. Me personally, I don't see the need to do that because this is the bearing. The bearing is inside the hub. This is sealed and there's grease inside of this. This does not spin on this. The wheel spins on these bearings right here. So I don't see the point in putting axle grease there. But if it makes you feel good, you know, do you. And last but not least, per Honda, the rear wheel bearing hubs need to be torqued down between 130 to 150 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to split the difference and put it down at 140. Beautiful. And make sure you lock that axle nut into place. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and put your rotor and caliper back together, put your wheel on, and you should be golden. See, like, that's nice. Got a little bit of resistance. Those brand new wheel bearings are nice and tight. And if you're at this point, you just replaced your own wheel bearing. I knew you could do it. I didn't doubt it for a second. Go ahead and put your rotor back on, your caliper, your wheel, make sure everything's good and tight. And if you want to see more videos on this 1998 Honda Accord, go ahead and check out that video right there. I made that one just for you. If this video helped you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.